Husky fans, welcome back to another edition of the Husky Highlight Show. I'm Teek Nguyen here with Daniel Rubens. We're coming at you live from Folsom Field, where the Huskies just beat the Colorado Buffaloes 38-23. But enough from us, let's take a look at some of those highlights.
The game kicked off 10 a.m. Pacific time, and the Huskies started off a little bit sleepy, giving up this 30-yard touchdown pass from Cephalufau to Dede Goodson. In the UW's next possession after Colorado scored, things got even worse for the Huskies as Siler Miles mishandles this snap. Colorado recovers and takes over at their own 12. After the Buffaloes get the ball back, Michael Atkins takes it straight up the middle and down the sideline for a 43-yard gain all the way down to the UW 39. The Buffaloes are set up for a field goal from 32 yards, and Will Oliver is good, putting the Buffaloes up 10-0. So even though the Buffaloes came into this game winless in Pac-12 play, they jump out to a 10-0 lead at home over the Huskies. But the UW responds with none other than Shaq Thompson, who takes the pitch from Siler Miles on 4th and 2 and runs it in for a 24-yard touchdown. Shaq Thompson here doing Shaq Thompson things. The Huskies cut the lead 10-7 with running backs Dwayne Washington and Levon Coleman out due to injuries. Thompson played a full game at running back for the first time in his college career. To start the second quarter, Colorado drives into Washington territory and gets another score on the board with a 1-yard touchdown pass to George Frazier. The Buffs go up 17-7. But look who's back, it's Shaq Thompson again. Thompson takes the handoff and goes untouched up the middle for 56 yards. This run led to a field goal from Cameron Van Winkle, and the Huskies are back to within 7 points. On the next UW possession, Miles and Thompson get the handoff mixed up, and the Huskies put the ball on the ground. Another fumble for the Huskies recovered by the Buffaloes. Miles was credited with this turnover, one of 3 fumbles for the quarterback Saturday. But after the game, Thompson took the blame, saying he was the one who let it go. But either way, 2 plays later, it's Lufau to Dede Goodson again, this time for 24 yards. And this drive led to a field goal for the Buffs as Colorado took another 10-point lead. But if you haven't caught on yet, then here's another reminder. Shaq Thompson had a huge day. The linebacker turned running back takes a short pass and turns it into a 41-yard completion from Siler Miles. That catch set up this touchdown pass from Miles to Kendall Taylor, a 9-yard catch to bring the Huskies back to within 3, 20-17 as the teams go into halftime. On the first possession of the second half, Colorado got another field goal to stretch the lead to 6. The Huskies, however, drove right back down the field to answer. From Colorado's 14-yard line, Miles rolls out to his right and finds DeAndre Campbell on the sideline. Campbell tiptoes down the sideline and reaches for the end zone, but the ball pops out and is recovered by the Buffaloes. The play was reviewed, but it went in Colorado's favor. The Huskies had 4 fumbles Saturday, losing 3 of them. But it wasn't just the Huskies who couldn't hang on to the ball. On the very next possession, Scott Lawyer reaches in and pokes the ball away from Colorado's Philip Lindsay, and UW defensive end Andrew Hudson recovers for the Huskies on the Colorado 39-yard line. After recovering the fumble, Siler Miles fakes the handoff to Shaq Thompson, draws the defense and the camera into the box, and then finds freshman Dante Pettis down the sideline for a touchdown. The Huskies take their first lead of the game, 24-23, with 5:31 left in the third quarter. It was Pettis' first receiving touchdown of his career, and there's more to come for the freshman later. 1 play later, the Buffs have the ball at their own 29. Cephalufau drops back and fires it right at UW linebacker Travis Feeney, who snags it out of the air and back for a 30-yard pick six. It was the UW's second touchdown in less than 45 seconds, and it really blew the game open. It was also the UW's 7th defensive touchdown of the year. The junior is apparently known for dropping interceptions in practice. Shaq Thompson said Feeney had butterfingers, but Feeney was all smiles after the game about the play.
Finally, I caught the ball. After a lot of drops in practice and stuff, so it just felt good to finally just get a touchdown.
Feeney was active all day on defense. The junior got 5 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and this quarterback hurry on 3rd and 12 in the beginning of the 4th quarter. Cephalufau's pass goes incomplete, and then the Buffaloes have to punt. Dante Pettis made him pay for it. The freshman takes the kick and runs it back 87 yards for a touchdown. It was the UW's first punt return for a touchdown since 2003, or when Pettis was about 8 or 9. The freshman finished the day with 2 catches, 76 receiving yards, and 1 receiving touchdown to go along with that huge punt return. Afterward, he met with the media to talk about his big impact.
That's what I live for. I love doing that, just making big plays to help the team out. So it's pretty exciting.
So there you have it, Huskies beat Colorado behind a comeback performance for Siler Miles. Daniel, what did you see from Siler today?
Well, he was much more consistent today than he's been over the last few games. Obviously, didn't play last week, but before that, he'd had some consistency issues throwing the ball downfield. Today, he looked really good. He made a couple of really nice throws to Dante Pettis, especially that touchdown that we saw. Also, just in general, was a lot more composed and control of the offense. Still had some issues with fumbling the ball, a couple of snaps that he really should have handled that he didn't. But that's the kind of thing that he'll get better at, especially with focus, especially after coming off of an injury like last week where he wasn't able to play. But coaches said he was much better in practice this week, and it showed on the field today.
Good things. I thought I, definitely need to take care of the ball. I thought I did a decent job, and definitely a lot to work on. Ball security. I maybe could have hung in there a couple more times, but I thought it was okay.
So again, really good performance today from Siler Miles, but also Shaq Thompson today in the backfield made a really big impact for the Huskies. Tukney, he's been in the backfield now for 2 weeks in a row and really been effective. Do you see this continuing?
Shaq can play pretty much any position. He played punter in high school. He played quarterback in high school. The only position he didn't play in high school was linebacker. But it turns out he was actually pretty good at it. He says he is very committed to playing the defensive side of the ball. He prefers it that way. Once the Huskies get their stable of running backs back, I'm sure that Shaq will move back to the defensive side of the ball. But until then, I'm sure he's going to be happy helping out the team any way he can.
It's different. It's kind of tough for me because, I came here for defense. And those are my brothers. Those are people I go to war with every day in practice and games. So I just miss being out there with them.
So there you have it. Again, the Huskies win today 38-23 here at Folsom Field in Boulder. They are back at it next week when they take on the UCLA Bruins at Husky Stadium. Visit us online at dailyuw.com/sports for more UW athletics coverage. Thanks and have a good day.